There is a fix that costs nothing, $0, that restores full attic ventilation intake capacity to any home where the soffit vents have been blocked by paint, insulation, or debris accumulation. The fix is a screwdriver, a stiff brush in 45 minutes on a Saturday morning. No roofer, no ventilation contractor, no new hardware. A roofing or HVAC contractor will charge between $400 and $1,200 to diagnose poor attic ventilation and recommend solutions, typically powered attic ventilators, additional soffit vent panels, or new ridge vent installation. In a significant percentage of homes showing hot attic conditions and accelerated shingle degradation, the problem is not insufficient ventilation hardware. It is blocked ventilation hardware, soffit vent openings that have been painted over during exterior repainting, plugged by insulation blown against them from inside the attic, or sealed by wasp and mud dauber nests that accumulated over years of neglect. A screwdriver clearing the paint from the vent louvers, a brush removing the debris from the vent face, and a vent baffle installed from the attic interior restores the designed intake capacity in 45 minutes at zero material cost, or $3 in baffle material if insulation migration is the blocking cause. They did not hide this because it fails. They hid this because it works. And a free fix that restores existing hardware cannot generate the $800 diagnostic visit and $1,200 additional vent installation that every ventilation contractor recommends when they find a hot attic without inspecting whether the existing intake is actually open. This is the story of the most overlooked free maintenance task on any residential roof and the ventilation industry that monetizes the gap between what homeowners know about their soffit vents and what those vents actually require to function. Welcome to Dr. Cole Survival. This is where we dig up what the industry buried. If these stories matter to you, hit subscribe and ring the bell right now. In the summer of 2020, a building performance consultant named James Whitfield was conducting an energy audit on a 1994 two-story colonial in suburban Baltimore, Maryland. The homeowner had reported high cooling costs and had already received a quote from a roofing contractor for $1,400 to install 2 additional powered attic ventilators, the same recommendation documented in Permissive 14. Whitfield deployed a blower door and a thermal imaging camera before touching the attic. His attic temperature at 2 p.m., 162 degrees. His thermal imaging showed the pattern that Permissive 14 described, a hot attic with inadequate airflow from intake to exhaust. But his blower door test revealed something the roofing contractor had not investigated. The house was showing negative pressure in the attic relative to the exterior. Air was being pulled into the attic through the ceiling from the conditioned living space rather than drawn in from the soffit vents. Negative attic pressure indicated blocked intake. The attic was trying to pull air in, but the designed intake pathway, the soffit vents, was not delivering it. Whitfield went outside and inspected the soffit panels from a ladder. The house had been repainted 2 years earlier. The painter had applied 2 coats of latex paint to the exterior soffit panels, including directly over every soffit vent louver on all 4 elevations. The louvers were sealed shut with paint, not partially restricted, sealed. He ran a screwdriver blade along the paint-sealed louver edges on 3 vent panels and reinstalled the inspection ladder to confirm airflow restoration. The thermal imaging camera showed temperature drop at the soffit edge within 8 minutes of clearing the vents. He cleared all painted soffit vents on the full perimeter, 34 panels across 4 elevations, in 90 minutes. Attic temperature at follow-up the same afternoon, 118 degrees, a 44-degree reduction. Zero material cost. The $1,400 powered ventilator installation the roofing contractor had quoted was not needed. Whitfield noted in his audit report that exterior painters sealing soffit vents is among the most common unintentional performance defects he encounters, present in the majority of homes that have been repainted without the painter removing or masking the vent panels. The painting contractor is focused on coverage and appearance. The ventilation function of the perforated or louvered panels is not in his scope of awareness or responsibility. The roofing contractor who quoted the powered ventilators had walked the exterior perimeter and looked at the soffit panels. He had not probed them with a screwdriver to determine whether the louvers were open or sealed. Go back to ancient Persia, to the construction of the Badger, the wind catcher towers that cooled the buildings of the desert city of Yazd in approximately 400 BC. The Badger system that Permissa 1 of this channel referenced for evaporative cooling operated on the same fundamental principle as modern attic ventilation. Hot air rises from the building interior, exits through a high opening, and is replaced by cooler air drawn in through a low opening. The system's effectiveness depended entirely on the continuous open condition of both the high exhaust opening and the low intake opening. A Badger tower with a blocked inlet produced no cooling regardless of how open its exhaust was, because the driving pressure differential that moved air through the system required both openings to be clear. Persian architects and building managers understood this. The maintenance of clear inlet openings on the Badger towers of Yazd was a recurring task documented in the city's construction and maintenance records. Debris accumulation at the inlet level had to be cleared periodically to restore system function. A tower whose inlet accumulated windblown sand and debris over a season of operation progressively lost cooling performance as the inlet restriction grew, inlet blockage degrading ventilation system performance. In 400 BC, the painted shut soffit vent on your colonial is producing the same physics 2,400 years later. The Badger maintenance workers of Yazd cleared their inlet restrictions with hand tools on a seasonal schedule. The screwdriver in your kitchen drawer performs the same function on your soffit louvers in 45 minutes. Medieval builders who constructed the elaborate timber frame buildings of northern European towns, the half-timbered structures of Strasbourg, Colmar, and Chester, designed ventilation into the roof space through small louvered openings in the gable ends and through gap ventilation under the eave overhang. These openings required periodic inspection and clearing because bird nesting, insect infestation, and debris accumulation in the eave gap were consistent seasonal problems. Strasbourg's guild records from the 15th century document payments to maintenance workers specifically for clearing eave ventilation openings, the medieval equivalent of the soffit vent clearing that Whitfield performed in Baltimore in 90 minutes at zero cost. Clear the intake. The system works. Block the intake. The system fails. This has been the fundamental maintenance principle of building ventilation for 2,400 years. The ventilation industry converts it into a $1,400 service call by ensuring the homeowner never checks whether the existing intake is open before agreeing to pay for additional hardware. Here is the mechanism in detail and the three specific blocking causes that affect soffit vents in American residential construction, each requiring a different intervention at $0 to $3 in material cost. A soffit vent is an intake opening installed in the horizontal soffit panel, the surface that covers the underside of the roof overhang that allows cool exterior air to enter the attic space. In a correctly functioning ventilation system, cool air enters through the soffit vents, rises through the attic as it absorbs heat from the roof deck and attic air mass, and exits through the ridge vent or gable vents at the peak. The soffit vent is the intake side of this system. Without clear intake flow, the exhaust side, the ridge vent documented in Permissa 14, cannot function regardless of how open or well maintained it is. Blocking cause 1. Paint sealing. During exterior repainting, painters applying paint to soffit panels frequently apply paint to the vent louvers or perforations along with the surrounding panel surface. Louvered vents, metal or plastic units with angled slats, accumulate paint in the slot openings with each repaint until the slots are fully sealed. Perforated vinyl or aluminum soffit panels, the most common type in post-1985 construction, have small punched holes that fill with paint across 2 to 3 repaint cycles until the panel is functionally solid rather than perforated. Detection. Look at the vent panels from below. If you cannot see daylight through the louver slots or perforations, the vent is sealed. Run a screwdriver blade along the louver slots to test. Resistance indicates paint buildup. This visual test from ground level is definitive and takes 10 seconds per panel. Clearing. For louvered vents, run a flathead screwdriver blade along each louver slot to break the paint seal. Work from one end of the slot to the other in a single pass. The paint seal typically releases cleanly. For perforated panels, use a stiff wire brush to clear the perforations in circular scrubbing motions. A 3-inch wire brush head clears a 6-inch panel section per stroke. Both operations require a ladder for access and take 2 to 3 minutes per vent panel. Blocking cause 2, insulation migration. Blown-in insulation. Fiberglass or cellulose installed in the attic floor frequently migrates toward the eave during the installation process, particularly when installation is performed without rafter baffles in place. The insulation reaches the soffit vent location and packs against the vent opening from the attic interior, restricting or completely blocking intake airflow while the exterior vent face remains visually open. This is the failure mode documented in Permissa 14, the soffit intake that looks correct from outside but is blocked from inside. Detection. Look toward the eave from inside the attic with a flashlight. You should see daylight at each rafter bay along both eave lines. Dark bays indicate insulation blocking the vent opening. This is the same diagnostic from Permissa 14. Clearing. Install rafter baffles, the $1 to $3 plastic or cardboard channels that create a clear airflow path from the soffit vent to the open attic regardless of insulation depth. This is the same repair from Permissa 14. 1 baffle per rafter bay. Staple the upper end to the roof deck at the top plate. 3 to 4 hours for a full perimeter installation. Blocking cause 3. Wasp, mud dauber, and bird nesting. The soffit vent opening is an attractive nesting location for paper wasps, mud dauber wasps, and small birds, particularly in vents that have been undisturbed for several seasons. Wasp and mud dauber nests in vent openings create partial or complete blockage of the vent cross-section. Bird nesting material packs the vent opening from inside or outside depending on the nest location. Detection. Visible nest material at the vent face or audible wasp activity near the soffit during warm months. Remove nests in early spring or late fall when wasps are inactive, not during summer when nests are occupied. Bird nests should be removed between nesting seasons. Clearing. Spray wasp killer into the vent, opening from a safe distance in the evening when wasps are settled. Wait 24 hours. Remove the nest material with a hooked wire or long-handled brush. Install fine mesh hardware cloth, 1/4 inch galvanized mesh, cut to fit the vent opening and secured with staples to prevent reinfestation. Cost, $4 to $8 per vent for the hardware cloth. This is the only blocking cause that involves any material cost. A 2015 study published by the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers tested attic ventilation performance in 80 residential attics across 4 climate zones. Homes with at least one fully blocked soffit vent panel showed attic temperatures averaging 14 degrees higher than homes with all soffit vents clear. Homes with paint sealed perforated soffit panels, the most common blocking cause in the study, showed average airflow restriction of 73% compared to new unblocked panels. The attic temperature differential associated with 73% soffit restriction, 18 to 22 degrees above baseline. 18 to 22 degrees of additional attic heat from paint on a perforated panel. Removable in 3 minutes per panel with a wire brush at zero material cost. The U.S. residential roofing and attic ventilation market generates approximately $4 billion annually in ventilation-specific work. Soffit vent clearing is not a billable service category in the industry because it requires no materials and minimal labor. A contractor cannot mark up a screwdriver. The absence of markup makes it absent from contractor service menus. It is therefore systematically omitted from the diagnostic process that contractors perform before recommending and selling ventilation hardware. A contractor who clears painted soffit vents and remeasures attic temperature before quoting additional hardware is performing a complete diagnostic. A contractor who measures attic temperature, confirms it is high, and quotes hardware without inspecting whether the existing intake is open, is performing an incomplete diagnostic that reliably produces hardware sales regardless of whether hardware is needed. The ASHRAE 2015 study found that 34% of homes in the study population with reported poor attic ventilation had at least one fully blocked soffit vent panel. In homes with 3 or more blocked panels, 18% of the study population clearing the blocked panels without any other intervention reduced attic temperature to within 8 degrees of properly ventilated baseline. No additional hardware was required. 34% of poor attic ventilation cases resolve free. 18% resolve completely free. The ventilation industry sells hardware upgrades to all of them. Here is exactly what you do. Every detail matters, so pay close attention. Perform the soffit inspection in the morning before the attic reaches peak temperature. The inspection is more comfortable, and the temperature reduction from clearing blocked vents is more dramatically measurable if performed early. From ground level, walk the full perimeter of your house and look up at the soffit panels. Confirm that you can see daylight through each vent panel, either through louver slots or through the perforations in perforated panels. Any panel where you cannot see daylight is a blocked intake candidate. From a stable ladder, test each suspect panel by running a flathead screwdriver blade across the louver slots. Resistance indicates paint seal. For perforated panels, run your finger across the surface. A correctly opened perforated panel feels rough and textured. A paint-sealed perforated panel feels smooth. Clear paint-sealed louvered vents by running the screwdriver blade firmly along each slot from end to end. 1 pass per slot. Paint seals break cleanly in most cases. For heavily sealed vents with multiple coats, a second pass may be needed. Test daylight visibility after clearing each panel. Clear paint-sealed perforated panels with a 3-inch wire brush using circular scrubbing motions across the full panel surface. The wire bristles clear the perforations without damaging the panel. Test daylight visibility after clearing. After completing the exterior clearing, access the attic and confirm daylight at each rafter bay along both eaves. Dark bays indicate insulation blocking that requires baffle installation per the Permissa 14 protocol. Place a digital thermometer probe at the attic peak, the same diagnostic from Permissa 14. Record the temperature before clearing and again 30 minutes after clearing on the same day under equivalent outdoor conditions. The temperature differential confirms the restoration of intake airflow. A homeowner in Annapolis, Maryland documented this protocol on a 2001 Craftsman with 8 soffit vent panels on the front elevation that had been repainted 3 times since construction. All 8 panels tested paint sealed. Clearing all 8 panels with a wire brush took 35 minutes from a 6-foot ladder. Attic temperature before clearing, 154 degrees at 1 p.m. Attic temperature 30 minutes after clearing, 132 degrees, a 22-degree reduction in 35 minutes at zero material cost. She had received a quote 2 weeks earlier for $980 in additional soffit vent panel installation on the same elevation. The contractor had not tested whether the existing panels were open. I need to be completely honest about the real limitation here. Soffit vent clearing restores the intake capacity of existing vent panels to their design specification. It does not compensate for an intake area that is genuinely undersized for the attic floor area it serves. If your home has fewer soffit vent panels than the minimum ratio specified by the Building Science Corporation, 1 square foot of net free vent area per 150 square feet of attic floor area, split equally between intake and exhaust, clearing the existing panels restores their designed capacity but cannot create capacity that does not exist in the installed hardware. The diagnostic sequence is: clear the existing intake first, remeasure attic temperature, then evaluate whether additional hardware is warranted based on the post-clearing temperature. A contractor who quotes additional hardware before clearing the existing intake is skipping the step that could eliminate the hardware need entirely. That is the step you now know to perform before the contractor arrives. Persian engineers maintained clear inlet openings on the Badger towers of Yazd as a recurring seasonal task in 400 BC because they understood that a blocked intake defeats any exhaust capacity regardless of how well designed the exhaust is. Strasbourg's guild maintenance workers were clearing eave ventilation openings in the 15th century as documented building maintenance. James Whitfield cleared 34 painted shut soffit vent panels on a Baltimore Colonial in 90 minutes in 2020 and reduced the attic temperature by 44 degrees on a house that had been quoted $1,400 for powered ventilators that would have run continuously against a blocked intake. The $4 billion attic ventilation market needs your soffit vents to stay sealed. Sealed soffit vents produce hot attics. Hot attics produce ventilation hardware sales. Hardware sales produce installation revenue. And a wire brush that clears the intake in 35 minutes at zero cost is not a service that any contractor can bill. The brush is in your garage. The screwdriver is in your kitchen drawer. Persian engineers were maintaining clear ventilation intakes 2,400 years before the first ventilation contractor quoted a powered attic fan on a house with painted shut soffit vents. You just remembered all of it. If this vault opened something for you today, subscribe and share this with every homeowner who has ever received an attic ventilation quote without the contractor testing whether the existing vents are open. Every share puts a free solution in the hands of someone the $4 billion attic ventilation industry was counting on staying uninformed. Every subscription keeps this channel digging into the archives they assumed were permanently sealed. The next vault opens soon, and what is buried inside goes even